Hey, what's up, traders? Today I'm going to be breaking down my $715 profit trade on BYND. Very interesting trade today. It was a scenario where the technicals met the fundamentals. So basically, we were already watching BYND. I'm on the daily chart time frame here. We were watching BYND as it was shaping up this bull flag pattern just under the $150 whole number. So for this bull flag breakout to be valid, we wanted to see a higher high being made, meaning that it needed to really kind of break over 152 to give us that extra confirmation that we were looking for. So we're going to flip to the 5-minute chart time frame, and this morning there was some news that came out with BYND pre-market where they had a partnership with DoorDash, right? So this is the fundamental part. So the technical part is that we were already watching it. It was already shaping up a bull flag. It already looked good for a trade. And then the fundamental part is that we now had a catalyst. We had a reasoning for why this stock should break out and run today. So the first 5-minute candle goes big green, right? And we don't chase that move up. So we wait for the dip entry, watching this pulling back. So this consolidated at around 152 for 5, 10, 15 for about 20 minutes here. And the whole time we were kind of looking at it like, I don't know, should we take an entry? Should we not take an entry? But what was really interesting is that during this time frame, SPY was coming down heavy, right? SPY was making a low of day, a new low of day, a new low of day. And then when SPY started to give us that initial reversal, that's when things got interesting for BYND. So I'm going to flip back to BYND and show you exactly where we decided to take our entry at. So BYND on the 1-minute chart time frame now, we can see is very clearly making lower highs. So here's your high, then there's your lower high, then there's your lower high, then there's your lower high. And it all kind of brings it down to a point. So we can draw a downward trend line across the tops of these candles. And the moment that you get a break over that trend line, you likely have a trend change. So the whole time, pre-market high at 152 was being validated, well, close to 152, was being validated as a support. So this whole time, we're not getting any candles closing below 152. We had a little wick drop down here, but none of these candles closed below. So we wanted to see, for confirmation, again, on this breakout of this pattern here, we wanted to see a higher high being made. So that's going to be a breakover at this time, 154, and that's what was put out in my Discord server. By the way, if you want to trade with me and see these plays that happen in real time and being called out in real time, the link to join my Discord server is in the description. So we got a break over 154 here. That's going to give you that confirmation that this is holding up the support at 152, right? That's your confirmation move there. It's making a higher high, so you can take the entry there for this run up. Plus, I want you to note the volume. Look at the volume during all of this consolidation period. The volume was also, on average, decreasing. And then the moment that we got this breakout candle, look what happens to the volume. Big pop move on the volume, big pop move up on the chart. That's your confirmation. Nice push up into the high of day. So that was the initial entry. It did wind up pulling back. We know that old resistance can become new support. It held 154 as a support here and eventually ran all the way up to 158. So somewhat of a simple breakdown, but it is important to note a few things here. You need to take into account the technicals matching up with the fundamentals. That's going to make this a more high probability trade for the breakout move that we were already anticipating because it has a catalyst. The second thing that I want you to note, always pay attention to the volume. Volume can confirm your move. Whether it's a breakout or a breakdown, if you get larger volume with direction, that's likely confirmation that the move that is happening is real and it's not a false move. The third thing that I want you to pay attention to always is the pre-market data. If you're not trading with pre-market price action on, I think you're wrong. I think you're missing a lot of extra data points that can be used intraday because, yes, the pre-market high was what, 152.8. But all of these candles, the majority of the price action was occurring below 152. So that becomes your true level of resistance, and understanding that old resistance can become new support. That's how you can look to take an entry off of this price point. Plus, it was showing relative strength against what? The overall market, right? BYND was not selling while SPY was. So that automatically put this on radar for us. I know it wasn't super significant gains. It was $715. You know, to some people that's a lot, to some people that's not. I'm actually up a little bit more than this on the day on some other trades, but this is the only one that I really wanted to review. So press the like button for me if the videos helped you out. If you want to see more of these video breakdowns, I'm going to get back into doing my YouTube series. And let me know in the comments if you think that I should do some more. If you have a certain stock that you want me to break down, I'd be happy to do it. Thank you for your time. I will see you all in chat.